For more on this, let's going to bring in a former federal prosecutor and president of West Coast Trial Lawyers, Neama Rahmani. Neama, good to see you. So what do you make of the development that a jury is expected to be seated tomorrow? We mentioned the judge's urgency to start opening statements on time.
DeMarco, I'm not surprised. And Rena talked about it. Federal judges, the joke is they just like to put the 12 first potential jurors in the box and get things started. They move a lot faster than their state court counterparts. But obviously, in this particular case, we have some unique factors. We have the celebrity factor. Everyone in the entire world has heard about the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. And another factor is there's a key piece of evidence that's already been revealed to the public. Of course, that's the 2016 video CNN obtained of Diddy seemingly beating Cassie Ventura at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. So jurors already have preconceived notions in this case. They're bringing into that courtroom about celebrities, about gender violence, about sexual assault, and of course, that video. So it's impossible for them not to talk about it.
So could we see Cassie possibly take the stand? And if so, could that be a problem for the defense?
Marco, I absolutely think Cassie is going to take the stand. She's the government star witness. She's the one that really initiated this whole thing back in November 2023, right before New York State statute of limitations was about to run. Her and Diddy's lawyers entered into negotiations and they ran out of time. She reportedly was asking for somewhere between 20 to 30 million. Combs only wanted to pay her 10 million. So she had to file a lawsuit to preserve her claims before they expired because of the statute. Well, Combs settled that lawsuit the very next day, but at that point, it was too late. Filings in this country are public, and once the allegations, the very salacious ones, became public, we saw claimant after claimant make similar allegations and file civil lawsuits, so approximately 100 or so, and that prompted the Department of Justice to start investigating.
All right, Neama, to convict Diddy of racketeering, the government would have to approve his security and other entourage procure the victims he physically and sexually assaulted, accused of doing it. How challenging do you think that'll be for prosecution?
I think the challenge for the prosecution, and I think they'll get there, is to prove the force or coercion, because we know Combs's defense is going to be that this was all consensual. And because we're talking about adults and not children, they can consent to sexual activity no matter how freaky it is. What separates consensual sex between adults and sex trafficking is that force, fraud, or coercion. So the force is Diddy's entourage, his security, all the weapons that law enforcement found. And of course, the coercion is the drugging of the victims, some of which participated in these sex orgies for the course of days, and they needed medical attention and IVs when it was all said and done. So I think that's going to be the government's focus here, force and coercion. And of course, the defense is going to be that this was all consensual.
All right, Neama Rahmani. Neama, thank you and good to see you, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks, DeMarco. Talk to you soon.
All right.